I shouldn't press too much about
Yeah, you can
because
ask
whatever,
anything you want, bro. I don't care what
whatever.
you want.
Okay, all right, all right,
What I
cool.
want, what I want to address is everything, all the speculations that's going on, because everything's speculations. If you wasn't there, you're a spectator.
Okay,
Facts.
all right. I'm gonna just start it up. Let's rock out. All right. Yo, it's your boy DJ Academics. Listen, I know you guys. By the way, you guys seen a recent interview with me and King Von, which honestly, you guys don't know some of the background stuff behind some of these things happening. It would have never been possible without this man right here you're seeing on the screen with me. And because of this, obviously a very unfortunate incident happened. Rest in peace to King Von. But we have someone who is actually there who, uh, we're hearing a lot of things about a lot of people thinking a lot of things happen, and he's here to clarify a few things. So without further ado, introduce yourself because I obviously know you, 100K management. Um, what do you like to be known by the people?
Well, everybody who knows me as Track. You know what I'm saying? Not Trap, Track, Track. And you know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for a long time. I'm just not a media type of person. I could tell you there's plenty times I could have came on social media from YNW Melly situation, because that's my artist as well.
Mm-hmm.
From dealing
Oh,
with
I
sniping.
didn't know that.
Mm.
YNW Nelly's his artist?
Yeah, Melly with him.
Shit. Damn, it's a
Okay.
lot we don't know.
Oh, he managed a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gang, from all the main artists that's been in the media that y'all could imagine. I've been there, but I'm not the type
Damn.
of person to jump on the media. I like to let things happen how it happens. But for this particular situation, I feel like I have to. And
Mm.
I'm not only doing this for me, but I'm doing this for Vaughn and his legacy. Because the way it seems like everybody got their opinion on what went on that night, and y'all completely false.
Yeah, we've been hearing a lot going on. And by the way, I know you just mentioned it, and we just glossed over it. This is an accomplished man right here. He's been a manager for YNW Melly, another artist which we love, and we'll discuss maybe that at a different time. But first and foremost, just being on the management side before we even jump into things, how difficult is it when you have an artist that either gets locked up, gets hurt, or even possibly gets killed? Because again, when people aren't there, and I guess it speaks to some of the stuff you're talking about with people speculating, they're always wondering why so and so didn't do what and blah blah blah.
That's
How do you
facts.
handle that? Trying to prevent situations from happening, but also responding to situations that you actually are around.
It's pretty easy. The best way to handle those situations is to really handle the situations. That means even if it's a death or a charge or anything, my job and my team's job is to go and tackle those situations hands on and to deal with those people that's being affected in those situations.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much, it's not really that hard. It's the social
Straightforward.
medias and the outlets that make these situations hard.
Mm.
They
I
bring a lot of bad insights and a lot of bad
That's
light
true.
to situations, even
Everybody
with the
got their
Melly
two
case.
cents.
Mm.
so somebody's watching this right now and they're like, well, if we ain't heard this nigga talk before, why he talking now? Like, again, they might even use the fact that you're talking to say, nah, he guilty just because he's actually saying something. Why did you want to finally speak? Was it like stuff was just mounting and you felt like people had a inaccurate depiction of what happened?
It's I'm not speaking for me, because at the end of the day, there's nobody going around on the media. Everybody's praising me. I guess I'm super manager. I was there. I got shot. I was by his side. All that extra shit. So I could literally go back to my bed and heal and do what I do. But that's I'm not speaking for me. I don't care to speak. I don't take pictures. I don't care to be on live.
That
I've been doing
is
this so
true.
long, bro.
I didn't even know who he was.
Fact.
I didn't know he was Von's manager. I didn't know nothing. So
Right.
it's like he don't really care about the
Right.
limelight like
Right.
that. You can tell. You
Yeah.
can see how people move. You know what's
You can
going
tell.
on.
Since way back, why Melly saying you
I didn't even know he was his
I
manager.
didn't know nothing about that.
I didn't know that.
He really about his business. That's what it is.
Bro, you could ask anybody in Florida who knows me. I'm a 100K remain solid. I'm a stand up guy. I
Oh,
don't
you
do
from
anything
Florida?
for no clout. But at this point, I have to speak because you guys are assassinating Bond legacy. That's why I'm
Mm.
speaking. I'm not even speaking for the people that you guys are speculating on, I'm speaking on Von's behalf because he's dead and he can't speak on it. And the way the social media is going about, he will be turning in his grave because you guys are completely devastating his whole legacy, bro. This is somebody who stand on his guys. This is somebody who the first money he got, he went to the block and broke 100,000 when the same people that you guys are speculating about, the same people you guys are trying to drag in the media. Right. This is someone who dedicated his whole life to his guys, bro. This is somebody who's not really a family person, don't really speak to too much people, but his guys is his life. His guys was his breath, literally, bro. Like I was with this man every day. I was with his guys every day. So you guys coming on board and y'all dragging everybody that was there and y'all don't even know what's going on. That shit hurting me because I could care what y'all say about me, but when y'all tarnishing his legacy, because his guys is legacy. He stand on his guys. He stand on O-Block. That's who y'all tarnishing. So I'm not gonna let that happen, bro. I don't care about none of that extra shit y'all got going on. But when it comes to Von and his legacy and what he would stand for, that's what I'm here for, bro. Y'all keep all that clout shit. I don't care about none of that shit, bro.
All right, and we're gonna get all into it. I just want to say, because I should have started this off, because yo, I remember the day you called me from the hospital. You're obviously home now. How are you feeling? It got to be.
But you can tell he healed pretty fast though. Mm-hmm. Like his wound, probably his gunshot wound wasn't that.
It could be like a lower part, maybe.
Yeah, probably wasn't too major, huh? Mm-hmm. You can tell. I didn't know. Like I'm like, damn. Well, you look good for someone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
So thank God he good.
No, for real, it's crazy.
Traumatic experience being in a situation like that and also being shot. You know, I think we even talked about even at the time, I was like, yo, you're with these guys who you're managing every day. Like, that's a stressful situation. How are you feeling?
First of all, bro, I don't think anybody on my roster that I manage is not real deal in the streets. Like, at this point, I don't even manage regular people. Everybody I manage is real deal. Steph was real deal people that's been out here. And unfortunately, fame and success don't change your past. So most of these guys, you guys not realizing, Von only been doing music for what, a year and a half, 2 years? Damn. Melly, what, a year and a half, 2 years of blowing up? So half of these things are catching up to them. That's what people fail to realize. It's not that they're moving a certain way because they not wanting to. They don't learn how to do it yet. They're still, half of these guys, what, I'm 29, they 21. Von just turned 26. They're young men who's new to things, new to money, new to fame. So of course, certain things might happen where it look crazy. And as management, as a team, we try our best to level head them, to put them in the right place in the right time. But things happen. And unfortunately, I'm hurt right now. Like, you gotta imagine how us feel too. Like, not only that I lost one of my artists to a charge and to a case, and he's coming home, God willing. But now I just lost another artist to gun violence, and he's dead.
Yeah,
and
that's gotta be deep though.
Yeah, it's stressful.
Damn, because he said he's dealing with real street niggas. He's not dealing with regular folks. Yeah, he got one nigga that's hopefully he caught a case. Hopefully he coming home. He don't even know the situation on that. Exactly. And then just recently, his other artist just passed away. So hey,
yeah, it is mad.
Yeah, the risk is heavy.
These are both artists that I'm close to. Like, I don't really talk to people like, these are not just rappers. Like, these are brothers. These people that I literally care for. These people that I literally want to see win. I want to see the best for them. And both of them right now on this, one is dead and one in the situation. You know what I'm saying? This shit, it ain't cool. At this point, I really wanted to quit doing this shit. I'm like, what? I'm starting to think like, no, is there even a reason to keep doing this, to keep bringing people up, to keep bringing these young men up for them to lose their life to a jail cell or death? That's not what I'm in it for.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's tough.
All right. So let me just introduce, and just, you could say whatever you can or as much as you can. Because I know some people, again, I know even with them listening to this, they're saying, man, how about you tell us why if you were the manager with him every day, why couldn't you have prevented this from happening? And also, what happened? Obviously.
All right. So what happened that night, unlike what everybody think, it was all spontaneous events. It it's sad to say, but Vaughn at that time wasn't at the right place. I wasn't at the right state in his mind. You know, you guys could take it how you want to take it from there, but he wasn't in the right state of his mind. So when he had a album release party, once we left the album release party, from there it was complete confusion. The Vaughn travels with 3 to 4 security, armed security, because he has
security.
Of course, he has security. He can't.
Because see, that's what I wanted to know. He can't carry because remember, because he, you know, when you have certain charges, you can't carry. But I just wanted to know if he had security, and he just answered that question. He said he did have security. His people that was around him. So I want to see what he gonna say. I want to see what's going on. Yeah.
Carry a weapon. Oh, he gotta have security. He travel with this is a superstar. You think we're not gonna make him travel with security? He traveled with
That's one of the big questions. Is
see?
Like, wait, was he just moving with street guys? Why did he have security?
I had 3. I traveled with 1 security that moves with Vaughn, and he traveled with 2 more security. You know what I'm saying? Vaughn traveled in a bulletproof truck. So all this extra speculation is about security and not doing a job. And not only that, his guys are security, man. He travels with 10 to 15 guys daily. And they protect and love Vaughn more than any security would. Matter of fact, I will put Vaughn's life in his guys' hands before I put on security. That's how close they is. Those guys will lay their life on. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even say would lay. They did. 2 died of the situation. And those 2 is not the only ones like that. All his guys is like that. But you guys,
I didn't know 2 so 2 that died were security. Because he said 2 died.
It could be his boy, because he said
2 of his boys. They could be they act as his security too.
They go hard like the security. So I don't know which one he was saying, was that the security or his boys, but either way he's trying to say all of them roll like that.
They roll like that.
So it's kind of like a security if you say it.
Yeah. That's okay. That's what I wasn't too sure on, because I'm like, does he have security? They just moving like that? But he just clarified that, because I ain't know.
That was a big question.
Yeah.
You gotta have security. He traveled with 3. This is a superstar. You think we're not gonna make him travel with security? He traveled with 3.
That's one of the big questions. Is like, wait, was he just moving with street guys? Why didn't he have security?
I had 3. I traveled with 1 security that moves with Vaughn, and he traveled with 2 more security. You know what I'm saying? Vaughn traveled in a bulletproof truck. So all this extra speculation is about security and not doing a job. And not only that, his guys are security, man. He travels with 10 to 15 guys daily. And they protect and love Vaughn more than any security would. Matter of fact, I will put Vaughn's life in his guys' hands before I put on security. That's how close they is. Those guys will lay their life on. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even say would lay. They did. 2 died.
2 of his friends.
And those 2 is not the only ones like that. All his guys is like that.
Okay.
But you guys don't know what happened, bro. So, you know, I'm gonna go on a quick description of what happened that night, so y'all could really know what happened. We left Opium, which was his album release party.
That's facts.
I think we're about 8-10 cars deep, 20-25 on Entourage. Everybody mind leaving the club is that we're going to the hotel and the Airbnb, because that's normal routine. We the club he went to, the after hours, wasn't getting paid for. I didn't have no acknowledgement of. His team didn't have no acknowledgement of. That was a complete Vaughn decision, and he had the right to make those.
So going to that lounge wasn't their decision; it was his decision. He's saying to go. You already said.
Mm-hmm. I hear. I'm listening.
Okay, I just want to make sure we hearing this. Right. So the normal routine is going to an Airbnb and whatever. That's what he's saying. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I just wanted just to make sure if anything I missed.
Yeah.
But you guys don't know what happened, bro. So, you know, I'm gonna go on a quick description of what happened that night, so y'all could really know what happened. Mm-hmm. We left Opium, which was his album release party. I think we're about 8-10 cars deep, 20-25 on Entourage. Everybody mind leaving the club is that we're going to the hotel and the Airbnb, because that's normal routine. Okay. The club he went to, the after hours, wasn't getting paid for. I didn't have no acknowledgement of. His team didn't have no acknowledgement.
See, they know.
That was a complete Vaughn decision, and he had the right to make those decisions.
Wait, hold on. So the y'all left Opium and went to a different club,
which we didn't even know was going to act.
Okay, so the club that's in that security footage that's not Opium.
That's not Opium.
Oh, so they left. Okay, so from the
album release party.
Yeah, from the album release
Not
party.
Opium.
Hold on, pause it for a second. So they was at the album release party. For some reason, I don't know how, the manager and whoever, they went one way, and Vaughn just for some reason went to a different thing after that. Because that's what he sounded like after the album release party. Vaughn did his own thing, went to the lounge thing. That's what he sounded like.
I don't know if they all went there, because remember he got shot too at the thing, so then he had to be there. So it could be.
So what does he mean though?
Basically, Vaughn.
It was Vaughn's decision to go. That's what you're trying to say.
Vaughn had his little album release party, which everybody knows about.
Yeah.
Vaughn, after there, he's like, okay, I'm done with my release.
The album release.
Let's go to this lounge.
Okay.
So that's Vaughn's decision.
No, that's what I'm trying to see. What is he saying?
He's just trying to say Vaughn add something to the day, like to the night.
Let's go do this.
Like, because people usually go straight to the Airbnb.
Like last minute.
Like a last minute. Oh, we're gonna turn up over here.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to understand, because I want to make sure I get everything right.
The fact that they turn up and he's saying where Vaughn got shot up is not actually
at the album release party.
It's a whole nother lounge that he chose to go to that everybody relocated to. So
that makes sense.
He's going to see what's going on now.
Okay.
Of his team that have no acknowledgement of. That was a complete Vaughn decision, and he had the right to make those decisions. Wait,
hold on. So the y'all left Opium and went to a different club,
which we didn't even know was going to act.
Okay, so the club that's in that security footage that's not Opium.
That's not Opium.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's an after hour spot that we didn't even have no acknowledgement that we was going to.
Okay.
So really, everybody jumped in the car. I drove to the club with Vaughn in a Hellcat. So going out the club, he jumped into the bulletproof truck, and it was him and maybe two or three more individuals in the drive. So everybody else that was with us driving to the Airbnb or to the hotel, and Vaughn literally went to the venue by himself. We had a call.
Whoa. So Vaughn wanted to go to the other place.
So he did go by himself.
Oh,
so I did. So I was trying to hold on. I know I'm not tripping. So I said it right the first time.
Yeah,
then.
but it's funny that he was with Vaughn in his Hellcat, which is the other car.
Right.
And then Vaughn chose to go into the other bulletproof car.
Also, he can go do his own because he probably wouldn't approve.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Because he's his manager. He's probably like, yo, it's not a good idea.
He's gonna protect him.
He's gonna exactly.
So he wanted to do his own thing. So let's hear the rest of this story.
Okay.
So this is getting crazy.
Complete Vaughn decision, and he had the right to make those decisions.
Wait, hold on. So the y'all left Opium and went to a different club,
which we didn't even know was going to act.
Okay, so the club that's in that security footage that's not Opium.
That's not Opium.
It's like after hour.
Okay,
he said.
okay.
That's an after hour spot that we didn't even have no acknowledgement that we was going to.
Okay.
So really, everybody jumped in the car. I drove to the club with Vaughn in a Hellcat. So going out the club, he jumped into the bulletproof truck, and it was him and maybe two or three more individuals in the drive.
What he's trying to say is basically going there. He was in the car when they went to the first club, but he said that when they left that one, he decided to go into the truck with the other boys to go to that other thing.
Yeah,
the after hour spot. Yeah.
So everybody else that was with us driving to the Airbnb or to the hotel, and Vaughn literally went to the venue by himself. We got a call later from people in the car, like, hey bro, we here by, matter of fact, I think from his DJ was like, hey bro, we here by ourselves, like, where you guys at? And everybody rerouted to that venue.
They came after.
It's getting crazy.
Oh shit!
So why
everybody? He don't like. It looked like this manager feel uneasy about him being.
He don't want Vaughn to be not, basically isolated from him.
Right.
So while they're going to the Airbnb, which they think everybody's going there, then everybody's calling each other like, "Yo, where's Vaughn at?" And Vaughn's not with me. So now they're like, "Yo, Vaughn's over there, basically, by himself."
It's like the DJ call.
So
the
people,
DJ
so people like, "Yo,
this
is crazy. This is crazy."
Already confusions were already started because normally if we got an after party or we got anything we're going to, we know as a team. Everybody know to be on point. You know what I'm saying? We traveling with a real deal gangster, a real stepper. So everybody gonna know how to move.
That's true.
That night, I don't know what it was. Maybe it's God timing. I don't know what it was, but Vaughn completely went on his own course that night.
So he didn't call no one saying, "Hey, yo, we going here." Maybe the message didn't get relayed.
No.
I wonder what decision brought him. Like, what decision made him feel like, okay, let me go do my own thing. I wonder, did someone text him? Was there like what made him take that course? It got to be something not adding up.
But the way,
because he like he don't typically do this. Vaughn don't typically make this type of move.
But then again, if Vaughn's staying away from the manager, knowing that you isolating yourself from security and stuff, it's like he really want to do his own thing.
I understand.
No,
that,
like more of like. But I don't want nobody to talk to me like, "Hey, do this." Instead.
I understand he wants his personal time by himself, but I'm saying as something that's protocol. Like if you know, hey man, because he's a real stepper. He said, "Hey, this is a real street nigga. Like I know his past. I know everything about him." So for Vaughn to know that, I want to know what make him feel like, yo, man, nothing's gonna touch me. I'm invincible tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like I don't need protection like that. That's what I'm trying to see. Like what brought him to that decision? I'm trying to see.
This is bad.
He literally told his driver he's going to an after-hour spot, and then we all caught up with him later.
Damn. Okay, so by the time you guys get there, what's going on?
By the time we get there, he was still in the car. It was him.
So he didn't go in the club yet, or the spot. He didn't go to the spot.
Remember, he was in a bulletproof truck.
Okay.
So it wasn't no concern. He was at the venue before. So we got there. When we got there, everybody jumped out the car, and we're like, okay, cool. We're thinking we're about to go in. And for some, like this is I can't make this up. For some reason, Vaughn wasn't himself. I'm not gonna lie. This is somebody who's more on point than security at. This somebody
I could tell he really on point for real. Because remember, there's one interview he did with Akademiks. He was literally 360. Even though he had guys in the car, he was more focused on his surroundings than the interview with Akademiks. If y'all saw that one, he really, because he knows. Shit can happen.
But shit, I mean,
on the road with, I'm with him. Like, because he know how to move. He know how to pick spots. Like, yo, this man is like, I promise you, the best artist I ever moved in my life as far as knowing how to conduct himself properly. But for some reason that night, it was off. Like, he stayed in the car for like 30, 35 minutes. And everybody outside is cold and it's shivering. Like, everybody outside wondering, like, what's going on? What's going on? So people starting to go back in the cars. Like, all the entourage, everybody was with, they went back in the car. So I went to the car he was in. I was like, yo, Vaughn. Went inside the passenger seat. I'm like, yo, Vaughn, bro, what's going on? Like, everybody here waiting, let's go. He was like, all right, let's go. So at that time, this is where the security come in at. At that time, we're telling security, hey, it's time to go in now. Vaughn's ready. You know what I'm saying? We've been here too long. Let's go inside the club. So they do their rounds. They go inside the club. They check the venue, go inside, check the outside, make sure there's no threat. Now, common sense, if you guys know, security, nobody cannot go inside a club with a weapon.
Facts.
No matter who you is, you cannot enter.
That is facts. They won't let you do that. Yeah, they won't let you do that shit.
A building with a weapon, especially a venue. So being alert that we're going into the club, all security put their weapon inside their cars.
Damn.
Because we're thinking we're going inside the club. Now, right before we go inside the club, one of his
that's why they were weaponless at the time.
That makes sense.
Oh shit.
One of his homeboys came to the driver's side and they said, hey, we seen so and so. I'm not gonna say no names.
Oh, okay, hold on. So one of the homeboys said we seen somebody that you probably you
don't
know
want to run into.
Yeah. So somebody give him a heads up already.
But man, I hope that Von didn't choose that venue, wanted to meet up, cause he paused for 30 minutes in a whip, did all these weird stuff where nobody know why we here.
But you know what? I find something kind of odd with that 30 to 40 minutes though. Because it's like, what did someone tell him something? That's what I'm saying. Did he speak to somebody?
It's like he's high. It felt like it was like a hidden something, like he wants.
I don't think Von.
Or what if it? I don't know. It's weird.
No, but listen though. I think this is what I think. I think Von knew something. I don't know if like someone told him something. Because that 30 to 40 minute wait was unusual even for the manager.
He's like, what's going on?
So I think it was something that happened in between that. While he was in the car, something was told, and then something had to be done. That's what it's looking like from what the manager is saying.
Dog.
Yeah.
No, this is crazy.
I don't know.
Seen so-and-so in the car. And instantly...
In the car or in the spot?
No, we seen... He literally... Our car is right here.
Yeah.
And so-and-so put up right there.
Oh!
So you had
Shit.
one car, which is one car before. You had another car, which is our car right here. And you had other people parked, scattered everywhere else. And one of Von homeboys came to him and was like, hey, we seen so-and-so in the car. He's asleep. And he jumped up. I'm talking about like...
Wait. So the other dude was sleeping? Or or just like, just not aware type shit?
The other artist was sleeping, unaware. He just put up to the club. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna give nobody no name.
Yeah.
He put up to the club, and I believe it was just him and his driver. That's supposedly what it was. Him and his driver, and a McLaren or some type of car they had. So one of the guys spotted him, and they came to the car where me, Von, BJ, and a female, and one more person was in the car. And he came to the car and said, hey, so-and-so's here. And Von just jumped up like, oh, come on, let's go. And with that reaction being so fast, we're like, hey, hold on, slow down. I'm like, hold on, what we about to do? Hold on, like, you got jewelry on, all type of stuff. Hold on. Bro, from that split second of his friend coming to tell him, Von was out the car. And this is somebody who's normally, like I said, calm, collective, look around all the areas, just fill all the blanks, because he been out here, so he know what to do. For some reason, that night, he was completely off. He jumped out the car. By the time Von jumped out the car, I don't even think he knew where so-and-so was. He just jumped out the car. He bumped into so-and-so. As soon as he bumped into so-and-so, started brawling. From that...
Wait, what? Just like that?
Damn.
So you think the homeboy telling him that he spot whoever that is, whatever artist that was. What? Like I feel like he was trying to. Do you feel like he was trying to alert him that he be careful type of shit, or? Hey, you know what? This is it. Go get him.
This is what we came for.
Yeah, like I can't tell.
I know
because I could understand someone alerting their homeboy and be like, "Hey, be careful, this nigga."
Yeah, some creepy.
But I can't. Shit. The way he jumped up,
it was like, "Let's go get him" type shit.
Yeah. So
no, I'm talking about Von's reaction.
That's what I'm saying.
Which is weird.
So I'm trying to. I don't know if I want to say the homeboy had good intentions telling him, but I feel like that alerting him like that, like really brought the worst out of him. Because now he's like, yo, he's on go now. The way he jumped up.
I don't know if the boy that told him that probably know too. Because
I don't want to say because I don't know.
We don't know, but it's like Von
jumping the way
came to a venue, which nobody really know why we're here. But we're like, okay, since your album release, I guess we're gonna please you. Let's go to the venue.
It's an after hour.
I'm gonna go talk to these club managers to clear up so we can go have fun. And then we hear the ops here, and then now it's all about let's go focus on the ops.
Something not making sense. I believe
with jewelry on, like that's why you said the guy was like, yo, you got jewelry, you got all these liability. You basically are walking liability. You're walking around.
Like I wasn't there, like I said. Like,
but is this off?
What he's saying, like, okay, if that's his truth. What the manager's saying, that's his truth. But something just not making sense. Like, The fact that he said, "Oh, Vaughn is always alert," you know, he's this, he's that, he moved different, and now all of a sudden, because of one information, he jumps up and he just runs out without security, knowing that this is protocol for them.
That's what I'm saying.
Something just off.
But when you ain't gonna lie, when your head's hot, that's when you tend to do ignorant things.
Yeah,
but
I don't know, man.
Something ticked him off enough, which is just telling you that person was there. That was enough to get him so hot where he's off his thing. Because remember, he says Vaughn usually calm and collective. But this ain't no calm and collective, right. Vaughn. And he said Vaughn don't move like that. So it's like this had to really be something that bothered him to where, yo, I don't care if I have chains on, let's get it on. I don't want to prepare for anything. Let's just go in. Yeah.
But you know what I want to know?
Oh, man.
The homeboys that were in that car with him, did they already know that he was about to go to this place?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I want to know. Like,
right
hold on though, but I want to know, like, did they know, like, hey, he had that idea? Because remember, he left the manager's car, went in the other friend's car, in the big truck, whatever. That was what he said, bulletproof, the bulletproof truck. Facts. So did they know? Because they had to have known, because he was saying, hey, yo, did Vaughn give them information to be like, yo, this is the next stop. Don't, we're going to get here before them. We're going to be waiting. Like, did they know? Because I feel like if they had known, they could at least let the manager know, like, yo, I'm really scared something about to go down. Can you, but I don't know if they knew. Like I said, Vaughn probably thought, hey, turn this way. Like, I don't know. He wasn't there.
And I hope they didn't go over there just looking for this person to basically
we don't
fight.
know.
It just sounds bad, bro.
I don't know.
It sounds bad.
1.5 second of brawling act, one of his so-and-so accomplice came through the side of a white car that we didn't even know was with so-and-so. That's how unaware the situation was.
Oh, we did see a white car in that footage.
Facts.
So now they don't even know what's going on because they are unaware of their surroundings.
Yeah. Remember, nobody's ready.
Security ain't ready. Nobody knows what's going on. Somebody just rushed out.
And what the crazy thing is, like you said, Vaughn just jumps out. So they don't know what to do. They're just trying to get Vaughn inside. So they don't know if Vaughn's about to go fight. They just see Vaughn running. They probably just want to get Vaughn and put him in the car and calm him down. But now you don't know what's prepared on their side.
But he said they started fighting ASAP. He said
because Vaughn said they said Vaughn ran into the.
That's what I'm saying. Because on the video it looked like walked up and then all of a sudden fighting.
Yeah, all you see is a brawl.
Yeah, because he said as soon as they bumped into each other, they started fighting.
But he's about to explain that there was another person on the other team coming behind the
another accomplice.
Yeah, which looked like probably was the shooter. I don't know.
Because he was on the other side of the white car. Yeah. The white car you saw in the video.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Around all the areas, just fill all the blanks because he been out here, so he know what to do. For some reason that night he was completely off. He jumped out the car. By the time Vaughn jumped out the car, I don't even think he knew where so and so was. He just jumped out the car. He bumped into so and so. As soon as he bumped into so and so, started brawling. From that 1.5 second of brawling act, one of his so and so accomplice came through the side of a white car that we didn't even know was with so and so. That's how unaware.
Because remember, he said that he came in another car, so they probably didn't know that the white car was with him.
Yeah, they don't know.
Because the homie said he saw him in a different car, so that makes sense. So I just so you guys know what's going on.
I just want to see what you're gonna say after this part.
Where the situation was.
Yeah.
Came out the car from the side, like y'all can see on the camera, and shot Vaughn and me 4 times. I think he let 4 or 5 shots off. Vaughn got hit 3 or 4 times. I got hit in the leg, started bleeding, went for cover. He was down.
Are you on that security footage too? Like,
yes.
Okay.
I'm the one that's moving as the altercation happening. I'm the one that's right by him, moving back. When the guy came and shot him, I was the one that was right by him. That's when the bullet hit me. So it was God grace that I didn't get shot nowhere else but my leg.
So like in helping, because I think people are looking at the social media, and but you're talking about like people that weren't there speculating. Some people online saying, "Yo, what happened is all the guys left him. They just left him out there. Like Von's last words were like, "Yo, listen, yo, y'all let him get up on me like this," that type of stuff.
I'm gonna clarify all that. That
might be cat.
What?
Remember that like they saying Von's last message, but I think you got to clarify that.
The only people that knew what was about to happen, and you got to remember when I say knew what was about to happen, I'm not talking about 5-10 minutes resonating what's going. I'm talking about 1.5 seconds of his homeboy coming to the car where it's me in the passenger side, one more person in the driver's side, I believe was his DJ, him in the back with a female, and one more of the guys sitting by the side that I just called in previously to come smoke because it was cold outside. I'm like, yo, come in, let's smoke right quick because I don't think you're ready to go in. So, now 1.5 second jumped out, that situation happened. Security didn't know what was going on. Half of the guys that y'all blaming didn't know what's going on. By the time everybody realized what's going, if you peep at the footage, Von and his one security is the only one that's by Quando physically. Everybody else is in the back. Why do you think it's a back trailing? Nobody even got a check. They're running to the scene. By the time they're running to the scene, shots fired. And then not only, bro, nobody was running from the shooter that shot Von. Because y'all could clearly see that once he shot Von, everybody moved back. People were still there. It's the police that started shooting uncontrollably.
It looked like that person got shot too.
Yes.
This was also confusing, right?
That's why that footage looked like that. That makes sense. Because they did say the police also engaged in the shooting because they heard shots. So it makes sense why they moving back because they like, I don't want to get shot again. So okay, it's starting to make sense.
Everything makes sense.
Yeah.
So when Von is shot, like, and he's whatever, people are saying that whoever was trying to take his chain off or something, because it looked like he was being held up a bit, and then somebody punched that person.
Von was shielding himself with so and so. He literally was holding him up. That's how strong he was. Even while being shot, he know what's going on.
You could tell though. Remember we were saying that on that footage? He could tell he was holding on. Like he was like, yo, you could tell. Fuck, man.
Yo, this is bad, man.
Von, everybody moved back. People were still there. It's the police that started shooting uncontrollably.
It looked like that person got shot too. This was also confusing, right? So when Von is shot, like, and he's whatever, people are saying that whoever was trying to take his chain off or something, because it looked like he was being held up a bit, and then somebody punched that person.
Von was shielding himself with so and so.
That's what it looked like. That makes
holding
sense.
him up. That's how strong he was. Even while being shot, he know what's going on. He felt it because he was conscious the whole time. So he's holding the individual
that makes sense.
as a shield. It wasn't nothing as like, he got on top of him, no, he was literally holding him as a shield. And those shots that was fired by the individual that shot Von and myself was the only shots fired from those individuals. Every other shot was coming from authorities. They started shooting everywhere. It was like a blanket full of shots going on. So when you see everybody taking cover, they wasn't taking cover away from the shooter from Von. They were taking cover because they didn't know where the shots was going from. If you look, people was running left, people was running right.
That
people
is
running
true.
To the
I believe the manager. He making a lot of sense. Because when you see the footage, you see a lot of running. That's why he was like, yo, I'm confused. Like, what's going on?
That makes sense.
Okay.
It all makes sense.
Okay.
club door because we didn't know where shots was coming from. Right? You got the police shooting anybody with a weapon that they got killed. If you got a weapon that on you got shot. That's how much shots was getting rained. So you guys are looking from the one angle of the camera and looking like, oh damn, they run away from the shot. And wasn't nobody running away from listen, bro, we didn't know where all the shots was coming from. So it's automatic. If you don't know where the shots coming from, you're gonna regress to see the situation.
Yeah, that's facts.
And the same guys that you guys are talking about, they came right back to Von's side. And if you could tell in the footage, after the shooter that shot Von got shot from the back, which people thinking it came from somewhere else. It came from the back. He got shot from the back. If you look at the footage, he tried to walk back to the car and he got shot and he tumbled back. He still had his weapon in his hand. So while they progressing the Vaughn, he's swinging the weapon like this.
What the fuck? So the nigga got shot and he's still going at it. He's still swinging the weapon.
Facts.
Damn.
Progressing back. But everybody was still alert to go get Vaughn. Because clearly it took, 4 or 5 people to bring Vaughn into the car to bring him to
I did see that. That's fast.
Is there any truth to any of the rumors that the person who was still like entangled with Vaughn after he got shot was, even though they might have been scuffling before, he was trying to help Vaughn?
He was screaming, yo, he shot, Vaughn shot. I'm not too sure how much he tried to help, but I do know he was screaming, he shot.
Damn.
Could have been from a panic stage, could have been from instinct, not sure. He was just screaming that he shot.
Okay, so when we talking about some of these narratives that's going on now, Asian Doll is on Twitter, and I don't, however she's getting this information, she's saying what Vaughn's last words is. She's saying how the dudes like just left him for dead, how he didn't really have anyone real around him. Have anyone that was close to the situation or that been there spoke to her? Because it seems like she's hurt a bit, but she's also making it seem like Vaughn was with a bunch of disloyal, jealous dudes who just allowed him to die in the street and get shot down like a dog.
All right. That is completely false. First of all, no disrespect to Asian Doll. And we spoke this morning because I seen some of the tweets and some of the stuff, and I reached out to her. I'm like, hey, bro, I know you mourning and you hurt like everybody else, but you need to slow down because, one, you wasn't there. So how can you make assumption and accuse guys of doing this and that? And the last words that she's talking about, and it's in a text message, and I can show you, she's talking to Vaughn through her spiritual advisor from after death.
She did say that though. I ain't gonna lie. She said some kind of spiritual advisor told her that Vaughn's in heaven. So I don't know if people just took that and ran off with it. Because I think she was talking about it from a spiritual sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like you want to say, but the whole, I wouldn't when she said that, Vaughn friends left him for dead. That part, I'm like, I don't know. I guess he clearing that now.
Yeah. Wait. So this is what she tweeted. She tweeted, Vaughn's last word was, y'all let them niggas get up on me. Stop crying. Y'all let them get me. As if Vaughn was talking to his homie saying,
hold on, Ak. I'm gonna show you right now. I got it right here. Go.
Some of them people be making up some fake stuff too.
Say Asian Doll, right?
Yeah.
It's clear.
Yeah.
Her text message clearly.
Yeah.
I talked to Vaughn on a spiritual level with a spirit reader, and he's letting shit be known. He's talking for sure, and he feel y'all shouldn't let him He feel y'all shouldn't let them get him. Facts. So you talking to the dead now, Asian Doll. So Vaughn on the afterlife is telling Asian Doll these facts, guys. The same tweet you guys seen, he called, y'all let the guys get me, get all the O block chains.
Hey, let me ask you.
From the afterlife with a spiritual reader. And I don't know if you've seen the messages. I'm not making them up, bro.
No.
But I think Asian speaking from a hurt place. But I don't think you should throw accusations like that. But I know, when you're grieving and you're mourning over somebody, you're gonna say shit. I don't think she meant harm by what she said. I think she want answers like the rest of us,
Everything. When you're in those states, like I say, you tend to go off of emotions and stuff. It's like I was saying. Even how Vaughn, when he got off he just flipped out and just went out. He wasn't thinking. It's like he let the best get him. That's where you can get messed up at. When you get mad, you gotta think before you make these actions.
I still want to know what got him in that moment.
It's crazy, man.
That's just tough.
It's crazy.
Hey, was Vaughn and Asian Doll like really close right before his death? Because
No, it wasn't. Vaughn didn't have anything to do with Asian Doll.
Because she's acting like they were lifelong partners, like they were married, like like inseparable.
No disrespect to Doll. Vaughn moved on, and Vaughn was doing other things. He cared for her because he's a very loyal guy. So of course he wanted the best for her. He
did care.
He brought her to certain shows, but there wasn't that, and that's why I'm so baffled and confused, because she's coming on these platforms and people knowing that they was together and was in a relationship, taking these tweets like it came from Vaughn personally. Asian Doll did not speak to Vaughn before he died. Asian Doll is telling me that she's talking to Vaughn on the afterlife with a spiritual reader, and Vaughn is telling her this stuff. What type of goofy shit you on, man?
Oh shit! Yeah, you could tell he taking that shit personal.
No, because it's like you're tweeting this stuff out.
People gonna believe it. What you put out there?
No, because remember, Asian Doll is King Von's ex. It's easy to believe that.
That's what I didn't believe it yet. I wanted him to clear it.
You can think that he's probably like.
I was like,
it's believable, but he shutting that down because he's like, why are you doing this? Like,
because it kind of you kind of messing up his reputation too. Because it's like, you got people looking at him crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what if he gets harmed because of the shit you writing? Yeah, that's how he's taking it.
He's like, why would you do that?
Yeah, you don't do that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So do you think it's because she's hurt or she's clout chasing?
If she hurt, we hurt.
Facts.
Be hurt. Take your phone, move the phone out your hand, bro.
Facts.
Stop tweeting goofy shit, because you ain't making no sense.
Yeah, that's crazy.
At all.
Damn.
So, again, loosely, we don't have to get into specifics. There are also people who say this is like so, like, quote unquote, messy, because they're like, maybe one of the reasons why those two groups of people, or those two artists collided and actually had a physical altercation had to do with things that may include Asian Doll just on a jealousy level with other artists. And no.
He said no?
He said no. Hold on, let's see.
So he said something. It's not about no old Jania or Asian Doll. Ain't not about that, he was on that whole shit. That's what I wanted him to clarify.
But then again,
he said it's been shit from the past. The build up,
of course,
which makes more sense.
It could be a multiple stuff. But then again, if you mention sneak dissing and stuff like that, that still ties in. But not only particularly, like if you saying just because of this, I can understand. No, it's not just because of this. But
I'm just talking from what his manager is saying.
No, I'm saying from what he's saying, but at the same time,
because he said it wasn't about that.
No, of course, I'm saying
the manager said.
If it was the way it sounded like, of course, it's not gonna be. Oh, it's just this one thing. Blah blah blah. It seems like a buildup of things, but you can tell if y'all tit for tat, that's sneak dissing.
Also.
And he mentioned sneak dissing. So that is part of a sneak dissing. Oh, I'm messing with your female. That's a sneak diss. Not because of the girls, but also, it can be tied in.
Yeah. Also, the manager said that, if we fight, I wanted a one-on-one. No guns, no nothing.
Yeah. And he said Vaughn
was not doing that bullshit.
Was about, I just want to whoop you like a boy.
Right. So that's how you know you wasn't ready for that type of altercation. You was talking. He just wanted a normal fight.
Just one-on-one.
But you had to pussy out and pull out a gun and kill him?
Well, the person that...
No, that's what I'm talking about. That guy, whoever shot him.
Whoever shot came through. And
because you don't have them hands, but you got the mouth.
But then again, if you have, everybody has the entourage. That's the problem too. If, let's just say, okay, you got King Von and his op. But
was it agreed with the boy that it was going to be a one-on-one fist fight?
No. But remember, the way that they encounter, didn't know they was going to encounter.
But why did he say? Oh, Vaughn said that he just wanted a one-on-one fight.
No. He's saying Vaughn in his head, like basically had basically talked like, yo, if I say you, it's going to be.
So he told Quando Rondo it's going to be that one-on-one.
He let them know.
That's what I'm asking you.
Futuristically, not in this particular occasion, like any time. That's what it was.
No, I understand it. I just wanted to know if Rondo.
Facts.
Okay. Let me say something now. So the fact that he already knew that, you already know he didn't want to use no gun. He wanted a one-on-one fight. But yet your homeboys, you should have put them on pause. You know what I'm saying? But I understand, like you said, people put with their entourage, they're gonna do what they. I totally get that. But knowing that he put that out there, and Rondo wasn't pulling out a gun. Nobody had a gun. But people just move stupid. That's what I'm trying to say.
No. That is facts. But this can kind of flip the other way around too. Let's just say, you got Vaughn on the other side as whatever the op, and then they just imagine flip roles. You got Rondo, supposedly what they say, Rondo coming out hothead just like he did, and imagine the securities was chilling with Vaughn, and then see a hothead coming over there fighting, don't know what's going on. They're like, yo, what the hell is going on? Attacking my homeboy. Boom, they can shoot. They're gonna shoot. But think about security. Just think about securities.
Yeah, I understand that.
You know what I'm saying? If flip roles, it could happen.
See, if a security did it, then I would have been more be like, okay, something probably happened.
It could be security or homeboy, because remember.
Okay, but we don't even know what that situation would look like. I want to look at this situation, because honestly, what you said could be right, but we don't know what that possible outcome going to look like.
I'm just saying, like, if like, okay, let's just say.
No, like you said, it could be right.
Let's just say, if. Let's put me and you in a situation. Like, imagine if we end up having like some type of anger against each other.
Okay.
I exchange something personally. I'm just saying personally. I exchange something to you. You exchange something to me, and then we're like, oh, it's on, right? We encounter each other. But imagine I have my team. You have your team. No. I have my team. You have your team.
I understand.
But because we bump, we know it's gonna be only fist. Right. The people around me are protecting me. They're going to try to harm you or diffuse it or not. And same thing for you. Your team was going to on top of me.
I understand that, but I just want to look at this position. Like, if no guns were drawn out, why did this boy? I understand your boy fighting. Your boy fighting now. His people ain't jumping, and they ain't gang. It was just two of them going at it. Nobody jumped in.
From what that sound like, because Rondo said, "Yo, this man is hit," and he mentioned that. He said, "Yo, these guys hit." No, I'm just saying.
Let me make my thing first.
That part.
Yeah, go ahead.
The fact that Rondo screamed that, "Yo, he's hit." Rondo seemed like, yo, like...
I understand that.
I know that. It seems like, I just wanted to fight. But that's not what I'm
talking about right now. I'm talking about the fact that when they had that one-on-one fight, Vaughn niggas didn't come out like and jumped him. It was none of that situation going. It was just one and one. That's what the video.
Yeah, they was gonna let.
That's what I'm saying. So the kid that shot for no fucking reason, he didn't have no reason to be doing that, because Vaughn people didn't jump in and was like, yo, start pulling out. That he fucked up everything. That nigga right there.
Of course, we know.
And then also they shouldn't have been fighting at all.
Facts.
But then again, in that situation, you got a hot-headed situation. You never. Hey.
Facts. But it's like I say, you don't know what the entourage is.
Right, like you
what's
said.
In their head.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
That's why I'm saying, like.
But he made a stupid move.
Facts. Right, it was crazy.
It was a stupid move on his hand.
Yeah. Now, like, exactly. That's why this tragic thing happened. Is because the way he moved recklessly, and he's just shooting, which is crazy.
This shit crazy.
Because there's a video on social media of them being cool, them like whatever, like being the same Instagram video or Instagram story. Could you have possibly squashed that?
It wasn't really
got Vaughn to look past it, or at least like got them both on the phone or something like that.
It wasn't. I don't think it was really nothing to squash at. It was just more like Vaughn is just that type of person. Like, hey, bro, he's not gonna go back and forth with you, and he stay out the way, and he expect you to stay out the way. So when you on the other side is doing things, sneaky things, and doing stuff, hey, when he see you, he stand on what he said, and that's what he said. When he see whoever on that side, he's gonna treat the shit out their ass. He gonna beat them up, and that's what it was. Now, could it have been avoided because it wasn't worth his life? 100%. Like I told you when I called you from the hospital, I called it ignorance at its best. That's what it was. Because one, for you to be a superstar, taking care of your family should be the main.
There you go.
Yep.
That's what I look at, because I know he had kids. I know he had family.
Facts.
I seen the the Instagram lives, and he's recording with his kids and his family. Like, at what point in time, like, is it okay? Like did I want to know, like, I want to say this in the right way. I don't want to offend nobody. Like, when you put yourself in a position like that, I feel like your family should come first. Like, you should be like, yo, no, I got a kid to live for. I got a family to take care of and feed. I got important shit that I want to do. Like, it's not worth it. Like, these beefs, are they really not worth it?
It ain't worth it. And that's facts.
Damn.
That's facts. That's why I was saying it looked like he, based off anger, he just heard up. And I just went. He just went because, like you said, split seconds, and he's like, "Yo, what are you doing?" He just runs out.
And it's off some light shit. It's not even off real beef. It's off some light work.
Split seconds, though, and then the man lost
his life.
Lose your life for some.
It's
not worth it, bro. It's
wow.
just crazy.
Priority, and that go for any artist, not just for Vaughn.
Facts.
Any artist out there. Once you get to a certain level in your life where you're the provider and you're the alpha, you have to let certain things go because it's not needed. Because none of those things is more important than your kids, than your family, than your future and your life. Because you never know how it could turn out. So it could have been easily voided to just literally let it go and just let so and so go in and he do what he do. But I can't speak on the behalf of the next man because that's not here. And
before the shot was or the guy brandished the gun or whatever, right? Was it just a fight? Was anybody else like showing weapons? Like, this was the only guy who just they're literally just kind of having a fist fight, whether who's winning or who's not, right? And this guy just pulls out a gun and just starts to shoot.
And just starts shooting. That's people. It's 2020.
See, he confirmed that. So it was Vaughn and whoever fighting, just two of them. It was a fair fight. So there was no need for a gun. Vaughn people didn't jump in, but because your man losing because he don't have them hands. The only thing he got is is his mouth. He's losing. You decide to come around and shoot because you don't want to see your man lose.
That's what I mean.
That shit whack as fuck.
He drawed out the guns, man. So it got crazy.
Yo, if you don't even you shouldn't even drawing out a gun if you can't fight with your hands. What you drawing out a gun for? This shit is wild.
But like I said, you don't never know the mind of the person with the gun.
That's why you don't put yourself in those positions. Exactly, because you don't know what's in their head. You never know what's
in mind. So that's why it's like, man, it's not worth it to be playing around with these people, man.
This shit wild.
No one fights anymore. Vaughn, my friend, he's been in jail all his life. If he got a problem with somebody, he's gonna fight. And not saying he won't do other things, and maybe his persona and the things that occurred with him made the other person come out like that, firing. But there's no intent for that incident to go into gunfire. Vaughn was literally trying to fight him, show him a lesson, and move on with his day. And it didn't turn out that way. But it goes to show too, for that incident, and this is for anybody else, you have to be aware of your surroundings. Like, regardless if something's about to go down, you have to know who is who, what's what, like who's with. None of those was made in a analyst. Like, security didn't know what was going on. His guys didn't know what was going on. Thanks. He literally off instinct and just ran out, just not in the right state of mind, just jumped out.
Oh, so he said his guys didn't even know. Even when he got in the car with them, they didn't know that he was about to do this. That's what he's trying to say.
Thanks. He was saying that through the whole thing because he was like,
no, I know.
He was like the way Vaughn moved. Vaughn basically.
The reason I'm saying that because it's like when he got into their car, because I thought they knew. He was like, yo, I'm about to go do this. You know how because he got into that other car.
Yeah, he never told them.
That's why I'm trying to say that they really completely didn't know. That's what he's saying right now.
That's why everything came out clueless because nobody was prepared for guns. Was nobody's thinking about guns. All they hearing is, yo, your op is here. And then remember, he said quickly he reacted. Yeah. It wasn't like, oh, what should I do? Should I go get him? It was no discussion like that. It was, oh, hey, your op is out here. Boom. Yeah. So now everybody's running out like, yo, what the hell's about to go on down? So everybody's not thinking about grabbing guns and stuff like that. Everybody's trying to go get him. Now it's just a fight. And then now that it's a fight,
been a lot worse.
Now there's a fight. Now it becomes gunshot. Then you got police shooting. So it got crazy real quick. Nobody was prepared for anything. Damn. So that's why when he said, "Yo, Vaughn, the way he usually move, he don't move like that, but he just happened to do it that day on some weird stuff, and he just flipped out and just ran out."
I don't know what it was though. It's something that we missing. Something deep.
Crazy, man.
And went to the situation. Like I said, he didn't even know where so and so was. Like that's how unprepared the situation was for everybody that's claiming that, oh, everybody that was with him is so wrong and left. The man himself did not even know where that person was. He bumped into so-and-so, literally bumped into so-and-so and started fighting.
Yep.
And from that 1.5 seconds of fighting, shots was fired. From not even from the outside where any of the guys could have been like, oh shit, jump. Bro, it came literally from the backside. The guy we didn't even know the white car was with so-and-so because nobody was alert.
Nobody knows what's
The
going
only
on.
person that was alert in that car was myself, BJ, and one more person, BJ. That was the only person. And by that time they jumped out the car, BJ having common sense, like, yo, hold on, bro. People don't fight no more. Let me go grab.
Facts. Thank you. People don't fight fair. We've been how long we been saying that?
But it's like that nowadays. Though.
No, but the fact that King Von came with nothing, like thinking it's gonna be a one-on-one fair fight. People don't fight fair. That's why I don't want y'all fighting. Especially when you a superstar. It's a different type. Come on.
Yeah, you can't be out here doing the street stuff. The stuff that you did back in the days in the street.
It ain't like that no more. People be quick to pull a trigger and fight because they can't fight.
Yeah,
you know?
That's what it is. That's what it is. Someone is, yo, my man's losing. Oh, pow, pow, pow.
Nah.
Oh, you swing your hands, pow, pow.
Yeah.
Everything's they're not. They ain't doing that no more.
So let me go grab this thing just in case something happened. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much, he was really the only person that was really, you could say, was armed enough to even situate that. You know what I'm saying? Because by the time I jumped out the car and the DJ jumped out the car, Vaughn was already one step ahead of us. Because we jumped out the car regularly. He leaped out the car and walked straight. That's why you could see from the camera, everybody's trailing him from the back. And I came from the side. By the time I got to the side and they're doing what they're doing, the shooter already came to the same side he was in and shot him and shot myself. And from there, Vaughn was already on the ground. And the police started shooting everything else.
So let me, because at first people thought police actually may have killed Vaughn. Hey, did the police identify themselves like, yo, hey,
oh no,
police drop all your weapons because there's two. You said the other guys who shot Vaughn, right? Those were the only shots they fired, but 2 more people died. So I'm guessing maybe some confusion with the people that were with Vaughn, thinking, "Yo, there's more people that's trying to get us." So they probably, how does?
Of course, because that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, it could look like that too.
Yeah, it's gonna look like that.
Because you don't know where the shots are coming, so they're like, "Damn, we're not even armed."
Yeah.
We left our weapon in the car.
Facts. You thinking like I said, like, oh shit, everybody just blasting, like, oh shit, they trying to get us. Yeah, it's gonna feel like.
So that's why Vaughn asked, "Did y'all shoot back by any chance?" He said, "Yo, we didn't have nothing on us.
We ain't got nothing.
Yeah. So it's just the opposite side shooting the cops.
Yeah,
that's all he's saying.
See, the thing is, if Vaughn was gonna make that move and if Vaughn told him, hey, I'm about to go do this, at least see, the manager would have probably told me, y'all, you don't even need to get into this beef stuff.
Yeah,
he probably would have diffused it.
Yeah.
But even if he did tell him, and then people would have grabbed stuff,
would have been ready.
But the fact that they went, the way they ran after him is like, I want to go get Vaughn and put him in the car because he's acting crazy.
Right.
Because they said he was just a step ahead of them. So that's when everything's just start going crazy.
And also, a good thing would be they would have known their surroundings. Because like he said, he didn't know about that white car. Because he came out of that white car. So if they knew that white car came with him, they would have been ready. They would have been like, okay, make sure y'all ready because that's another car, that's another alert,
Facts.
But they ain't know nothing, so they can't come prepared if they ain't got nothing on them and they don't know what's going on.
Facts. It's crazy.
Nobody was aware, like none of the other guys was aware of what was going on. So by the time that Vaughn reacted to the situation, like I said, he jumped out the car. I'm jumping out the car behind him, You got his DJ. You got one more person that went back to the car to prepare himself because he knows certain things that might happen. It was already too late. Damn. That 1.5 second of him jumping out the car, bumping into so-and-so, the shooter already shot him from his angle. And everybody else coming towards him was getting shot at by the officers. The other two people that died from bullet wounds from the officers.
That's what I wanted to know.
I wanted to know that too, but that's what's starting to make sense because the way he was saying it, I'm like, okay, the other guy shot Vaughn.
And then the officer shot the other two friends. Vaughn friends.
So that's why there was pronounced when they say, there was two people that actually.
So the police did shoot two of Vaughn friends because they didn't know where the shots were coming from. So that's why those shots. So it's not like they was trying to shoot them for fun.
They just
but he did say something too. He didn't even identify. They didn't even identify that they were cops. They didn't say, "Hey, you guys," So they just start shoot just like that.
Yeah, this is.
So it's almost.
But they said they was off duty, but they probably they had a strap on their side.
Yeah, but the fact that they didn't reveal who they were, they just start shooting, and then these two end up losing their life because of a situation that was, it's gonna suck.
No, everything sucks.
They was dragged into some shit they wasn't all ready for real.
The whole thing.
Two people end up losing life because of a fight that didn't need to happen.
Yeah, this
it was so petty. Like, it really didn't need to happen like this.
This is horrible.
That's 3 people, I should say.
Yeah,
3 people.
This is a nightmare, bro. This is a nightmare.
Right? I wouldn't know. Were they wrong? I wouldn't know. But I know it was undercovers and it wasn't no shots to wound, to drop weapon. It was straight
no warning shots.
Execution style shots. And
damn.
Wrong or right, that's on a judge or whoever to decide. It's not up to me. But I do know that when you guys see everybody ducking for cover, it wasn't ducking for cover for the guy that's shooting Vaughn. Because after he shot Vaughn, that was it. Like, he got shot right there. He was already wounded. It's shots from everywhere else that everybody was concerned of. Cars was running people.
But that's kind of irresponsible from those cops. You just shooting. You could be shooting a kid. You don't know where you're shooting at. No warning shots in the air. You know how they do like the warning shots. They didn't do like, what is this?
What it is, when they heard that guy that shot Vaughn, because he said at least 4 to 5 shots coming from that guy.
Yeah.
That signaled the cops to they basically trying to find out who shoots. So they blasting.
But that's irresponsible on their part.
No,
I don't know what kind of cops are.
They're thinking it's a war exchange. So they
see a bunch of black people always war.
Yeah, so they blasting people. And remember, they're trained. So that's why when those people instantly died, it's because they were shooting to kill. Those was precise shots. You don't even know what you're shooting at. You could be shooting a kid, a baby, a mom. They sound like some headshots type of deal. Because the way the cops did, they said they executed.
These cops need to do something. Need to.
They was on some execution.
Yeah, because all that shit didn't need to happen like that. Now I understand you fire some warning shots to get people to act right, to see where the shots are coming from. Cops don't just shoot blazing just like that.
Yeah, they went in. This is bad.
I don't know.
I wouldn't know. Were they wrong? I wouldn't know. But I know it was undercovers. And it wasn't no shots to wound, to drop weapon. It was straight execution style shots. And
straight execution.
Yeah.
Wrong or right, that's on a judge or whoever to decide. It's not up to me. But I do know that when you guys see everybody ducking for cover, it wasn't ducking for cover for the guy that's shooting Vaughn. Because after he shot Vaughn, that was it. Like, he got shot right there. He was already wounded. It's shots from everywhere else that everybody was concerned of. Cars was running people over. People was getting shot. Other people was with armed weapons was in danger.
Damn.
Because police, if you had a weapon on you that day, I believe you would have got shot. That's my honest belief.
You said Vaughn was conscious when he was on the ground. Even he was trying to hold like the person to shield himself. When he got to the hospital, was he conscious then? And was there any way how maybe he could have survived this?
When he was in the car, I myself wasn't there. But the gentleman that was in the car with him was panicking, and Vaughn was the one that was like, "Hey, calm down, slow down, chill. I'm gonna be good. Just
That's crazy. Even though he shot, he should be the one that's panicking. He telling the other nigga, "Hey, calm down." You know that's some shit. Hey, he's tough.
Damn.
What?
Damn.
That's crazy.
Get him to the hospital. So he was very calm in the situation, which I was told. And honest truth, we all thought that the way he was carrying himself from that incident, from what I was told from the people in the car, that he would have been fine. But looking at the footage, that was a very close range shot, and multiple close range shots. So, it's God had other plans that night, and it's sad, and unfortunately, we heartbroken as a community and as family.
So close shots are more
Of course,
vital because I don't know about like close shots and like far shots, so it could penetrate more.
Yeah, it's gonna damage more.
Damn, he said it was close range.
Yeah, he was close range. He was right by. He was that guy that was right by that white car and behind the white car.
Damn.
And you could tell that he got shot too. His hand was out, and you could see that.
I didn't see all that. I can tell that from the footage.
It looks like the cop spotted him because when he shot, you will see like a hand extended.
Oh.
But you also see him dragging, so you could tell that he got hit. So there's probably the cops wounded him. Because they found out he's a shooter.
Yeah, he pointing. They see him pointing.
Yeah, this is so they hit him with a shooter. That's why he start going towards the white car and he trying to skirt off because he got hit. Damn. Yeah, so they got crazy.
And friends that he died that way, but that's something that we can't even explain. I personally, and I know his family and his friends wish that he survived that.
Because they were saying, what's crazy? They were saying that he was in critical condition. When they said that, I'm hoping, I'm like, damn, okay, he gonna get through. Because they said it looked like he's gonna be able to come back, and that's what they were saying.
Yeah,
but we didn't really know how it was gonna end. That's what we was hearing. Like it looked like it was gonna be,
we was hoping like, yo, please don't.
Yeah.
Don't turn out like that. Don't turn out like that. And then when I get the
gang letting us know.
I was like, yo,
it's for real.
Yo, DJ Akademiks, you did it. So that's why I was doing my research, checking. I'm like, nah, dog. Like, nah. Like, it just was weird, man.
It was tough, man.
It was weird. Like, oh,
we were just hoping that it was
true.
It's
critical, and then he recovers, like some shit. But
yeah,
shit turned out left, man. It's got crazy.
Alive at the hospital? Do you know?
Yeah. I believe he died during surgery.
Oh, fuck. Damn, even when they got him there, you would think,
Yeah, man, it sucks, man.
But I think because of that close range shot.
Yeah. That's where he got him.
Communicating with his family, as you just mentioned, as a manager and someone, again, while one of the reasons why you move around with artists, and especially the artists that you move around with, you probably are no stranger to some of the things that could happen.
For sure.
In a situation like that, like, how do you even proceed? Like, how do you communicate with people who love him or otherwise? I know he had a few guys there as well, but like, how do you handle that?
Right now, as a team, our number one focus is to make sure that his immediate family is taken care of. His mom. Let's
say that again. Because a lot of these artists die and their family just left stranded, like not knowing what to do. So I'm happy he said like, the family is first, that's priority. Yeah.
His sisters, his brothers. Vaughn had 2 kids. Just making sure they got a trust funds, whatever income. And Vaughn wasn't signed to nobody. He just had commitment projects with Empire, so he owns all his masters. Amen. He wasn't an artist that sold his publishing, so everything belongs to him. God,
real nigga shit.
which is amazing, and it's a blessing from God because his kids and his family will be good for the rest of their life.
Facts.
It's not like he got to go buy his masters back, or he got to go. Oh, he's getting a piece of publishing. He gets everything that belongs to him. Once
clever. He did everything right.
Yeah,
he did everything you're supposed to do.
Yeah, he was thinking.
Got your masters. talented at the prime. This is how you set up.
No, for real.
Yeah.
Because mostly like y'all being like letting people get your masters and shit is crazy. You need to do more partnerships with labels instead of signing your life away to the labels.
Thanks.
That's the only deal you should take. Partnership. You help me, I help you. We both eat and stuff like that. But for you owning me, thinking about you're gonna own all my
he got all his publishing. You can't tell him shit.
So he made sure
his manager. They move right.
His manager know what he's doing. Damn.
Project commitments that he had with Empire, he's gonna be a very lucrative artist.
So I'm guessing there might be more music to come later, right? If the family so wishes.
For sure, Von have 9-10 videos with him, with his artists. He have 2 more projects.
And then he did say, there's a video that he was supposed to be dropping that Friday.
Yeah, I was seeing on.
It was a Thursday, but he said that Friday.
Facts.
But I don't know. I see that they hold it off. Nothing dropped.
Yeah.
So.
Man, that's crazy, man.
He could drop. Von was an artist that work ethic was phenomenal. So he overworked everybody in the building. So he have a lot of music. And just to clear a couple of rumors, I see that some of the rumors going on that some of the family saying that his acquaintance stole.
Yeah.
Oh, we did hear about that.
About this one. Yeah.
There was a footage showing it. But listen, we question everything. That's why we don't jump on here talking. So I want to see what he's saying.
See what he say about this.
Crazy.
That they went to his house, grabbed the Louis bag, and stole. Is that true?
Listen, guys, that is false, guys.
Wow.
Let me tell you something about these guys that's with Von. Not only wouldn't they take $1 from Von because he provided for them to his death, those are, you know how regular people have friends and they have friendships? These guys are not regular friendships. They're for some reason, the O Block and the Chicago friendship is deeper than anything. I'm amazed on how they move with each other. These are people that would give their life for each other, which you've seen 2 of them actually did. So there's no way that they would steal anything from Von. And not only that, I myself made sure that the same day that Von died, all 6-7 other guys that's with him just got a deal for $50,000 each, and each of them just made $5,000 in their pockets the same night. We was celebrating Bostop's birthday and his artists or his homeboys signing. So what purpose would they have? What purpose would they need to go steal when they just made $50,000?
So it's everybody around him always eating. That's what he's trying to say. Why would they do this?
There was no greed.
Unless you want some greedy shit.
Yeah, it was like everybody was straight.
Who is putting these footages together and saying, I want to know we stay seeing this shit.
No, but it all could tie in. If you got, let's just say, Asian doll saying, homeboys is shady. Oh, you know what? Let's take this video. It's all going to tie in. Because remember, this whole wave of homeboys and stuff like that, it all can look like this is the truth. So sometimes y'all gotta step back and like, hold on, is this what it is?
I believe what he is saying, because even from looking at that image, he make it make sense for me, like what I was seeing, because I couldn't make sense of it.
Everything makes sense.
Yeah,
guys just made $50,000 that night on signing a distribution deal for projects with Von cosign, and that night alone, I passed out $5,000 to each individual.
Personally.
So there's no need for no money. And the bond that we have with the gentlemen in Von,
55,
they would come to me before they have to steal. Because just like Von was a provider for them, I was a provider for them. Dirk is a provider for them. So there's nobody in that house that would dare steal from Von after all he have done did for them and what he's continuing to do for them even after death. That don't even make no sense. But everybody more indifferent. Everybody speculating. So I can't fault the family for making assumptions, but that's not right, guys. Let's not drag the people that he stand on and the legacy he stand on, because Von legacy was his guys. Yep. That's why everybody had O-Block chains. So everybody was around him. That's why he was on O Block every single day.
He
just was in the process of buying a house for his guys, cars for his guys. Literally, all this is the process of going down in the next week or so. So this is somebody who stand on the same people y'all dragging. The same people that y'all dragging on social media is the same people he would die for and would die for him. Yeah, and that's the part I don't like, because you guys are spectators. And it's not a problem to be a spectator and you have your outside opinion. But when you are dragging the same people this man lived for, you're not doing Vaughn any justice. Yeah, how are you really helping Vaughn by dragging the same people that he lived and died for?
Crazy.
How? They're mourning just like y'all mourning. Cars for his guys. Literally, all this is the process of going down in the next week or so. So this is somebody who stand on the same people y'all dragging. The same people that y'all dragging on social media is the same people he would die for and would die for him. And that's the part I don't like, because you guys are spectators. And it's not a problem to be a spectator and you have your outside opinion. But when you are dragging the same people this man lived for, you're not doing Vaughn any justice. How are you really helping Vaughn by dragging the same people that he lived and died for? How? They're mourning just like y'all mourning.
That's nice.
Have you talked to Dirk?
I spoke to Dirk a couple times.
I could imagine Dirk's going through it. He recently deleted his Instagram. How is he doing mentally?
Dirk is a very strong individual. And Dirk been through this rodeo before. And Dirk is somebody I respect and honor, and have the most love for it. Like, genuinely. He's going through a tough time right now. He's figuring it out just like we figuring it out. And unfortunately, there's nothing he could have did about it because he wasn't there, and legally he couldn't be there. And maybe if Dirk was there, he could have been that voice, because Dirk is one of the people that Vaughn look up to and listen to. He could have been that voice that's like, hey, chill out. There's a lot of things going on. Let's do this another time. And unfortunately, I am one of the voices that Vaughn listened to. He listened to me for about 2 years. A lot of my artists give me that respect due to my history and due to the way I move and carry myself with them. But for some reason that night, it wasn't a chance to speak. Everything happened. Like, the footage you guys seen and digesting and taking critics on is 2.5 seconds of altercations. You guys are trying to make this like this was planned. His guys were supposed to know. They was there. Security was there. They had fire. Why they didn't blow?
See? That if you don't know what if you don't know the details that he just gave us right now, you would think something else looking at that footage. Because that's why we kind of hold up. I'm like, wait. Something is confusing. It's not adding up. It looks like this one's helping him. It's just a lot of stuff in there that make you think, So I'm happy that he came out and he said his piece. Yeah.
This is needed.
Yeah.
Literally, at one representative came to the car. From there, 1 second later, Vaughn was out the car. From there, 1 second later, Vaughn was shot. And then from there, police started shooting. The night was over. What time does anybody have to even do anything? At this point, guys is shot. Their homeboys getting killed in front of them. Vaughn getting shot. Police shooting. Everybody is in a state of panic because it wasn't a situation where it was digested and it was put out there in the right way. It was Vaughn, and I love Vaughn to death. And like I said in the beginning, Vaughn is somebody I would put my life with. He know how to move. He carry himself great. He's one of the people that if he's in a city, he's in the club, he's watching everybody, he knows. For some reason that night, I don't know why, I really can't explain, Vaughn did not move like Vaughn would move. His guys didn't know what was going on.
Nobody knows.
The few people that did know what was going on wasn't too quick to react because it was a fast-paced situation. I can't carry no firearm. You know what I'm saying? Security carried my firearm. Legally, I can't carry a firearm. So there's no way that the people that was in the car with him and the one person that went to get the firearm to situate him end up getting shot by the police.
Damn.
So it's like you guys got to stop making stuff.
It's like a loss at every corner.
Yeah.
He can't carry. Vaughn can't carry. The nigga that's gonna go get help to see what's going on because he don't know what's going on. He gets hit. So it's like
he has again compared cops is involved too. So cops shooting anybody with guns.
Right, that's what he said.
So that's why in cops' eyes it looks like war.
Yeah.
It looks like this one shooting this one. So cops
still,
like I'm gonna stop both of y'all.
I think those cops need to get in trouble too because the way they were shooting, that was reckless. They could have hit a kid. They could hit anybody.
Yeah,
they should have let out some fire, like some warning shots before they start going off like that.
Yeah, but
I don't know. That sounds kind of crazy to me.
Speculation going around like his guys knew what was going on and they just straight left Vaughn. Bro, these guys will die for Vaughn. To this day, I'll stand on that. Everybody that y'all trying to drag on the internet, y'all don't have half of the loyalty they have for Vaughn. Y'all probably don't have half of the loyalty they have for y'all family like they have for Vaughn. So all this going on like they left him for dead.
Well, I don't know where they get that from.
Because
from the footage, you can clearly see that they all trying to get into that car.
Facts.
So I don't know where y'all getting that information from.
You know, like I said, internet
but
crazy.
There's some people, trust me, I'm side-eyeing, but this is not the situation.
Like, y'all don't even know what the fuck went on that night to even say those type of things. Half of those guys didn't even know what was going on. Then the other half was in shock. Their homeboys getting killed right in front of them. Then half of us was trying to move away from getting shot from the police.
Damn.
And by the time Vaughn got shot, what from the footage, who could have possibly helped Vaughn from the way the incident happened and got shot? It's not like the shooter was far range. He came from the side and bro, that was a blind shot. Literally, the shooter was as close as Vaughn like this. Me, Vaughn, the shooter. It's God grace that I got shot through the leg, not anything else. Because the way he was shooting, he just shot straight for Vaughn.
Crazy.
So you guys got to stop this, bro. Because if y'all mourning and y'all really care for Vaughn, bro, stop tarnishing his legacy. Stop. His legacy is those same guys you guys dragging. He lived and died by those guys. That's the same guys he broke $100,000 to. That's the same guys that traveled every day to the shows. That's the same guys that made sure he was protected every day. Those are the same guys that's mourning right now, lost, completely lost, tarnished, heartbroken from an incident that happened. And you guys are not doing any justice by dragging everyone, bro. Please, send your condolences.
What do you say to, certain people who say, yo, now because of this is like a Chicago versus another region. And, we saw like other Chicago artists, they're like, yo, they pulling up and like, do you see this escalating? Or do you think at this point, this could be handled in a way where we're not losing the lives of more Black men?
Facts.
Honest truth, I can't speak for his acquaintances and I can't speak for the individuals that feels a certain way about the incident because I'm not them. What I can say is that we've seen where violence and we've seen where taking things through the extreme gets everyone. We lost a real good-hearted person who not only cared for strangers, not only cared for his guys, cared for his family, cared for his fans. This is someone who stood on loyalty and respect and principle. So all I can say is that I don't want to lose any more guys like him. I don't want to lose any acquaintances of mine. I don't want to lose anybody from Chicago. I don't want nobody to put themselves in a position to where they could get incarcerated or they could lose their life. It's deeper than...
He's saying some shit, though. Everybody lose in a situation like that.
We all lose.
Either you going to jail or you in the coffin. Everybody lose. It's like it's like a recycle of people dying in a situation like this where you got one side killing this side and then the other side want revenge.
Yeah.
So he's saying, hey, I don't know what his people gonna do, but he said, this is not what I want to continue. He's being real. He kept it real.
Altercation that happened. Yes, he lost his life, but losing your life is not going to bring his life back.
Facts.
That's the best way I could answer that.
Nah,
he kept it real.
I get you. Like, again, the internet been going really crazy with so many rumors, so many things. I'm glad you've actually spoken up because after hearing you speak, it don't look like you're trying to like defend yourself. You're really saying the people in terms of like the guys who he's been rocking with from O Block and the people who surrounded him. They weren't snakes. They weren't people who just ran and left them. They
He
weren't
kept it
people who
real.
weren't they didn't stand for him like how he would stand for them. You get me? And I think that narrative is it's hurtful. It's hurtful because they're probably watching this, their family members is watching this, and also his family's watching this, maybe not knowing what to believe because they weren't there.
Facts.
Again, yeah, I look at what like Asian Doll is saying, and I think she has to chill out. She got to chill out.
Before I got on here with you, I told her chill out on the phone, and I told her, hey, bro, it's not about you, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of this for Von and his legacy's sake, because the way, and even with the way she tweeting, if I didn't come and tell you that she's talking,
you could have believed it
to Von through the spiritual realm.
Because I thought that he actually called her.
Yeah, you would think some previous.
We felt like
the way they send it out.
I'm like, wait a minute, sis. Say what now?
Well, I'm glad he clarified.
Yeah, he cleared everybody.
You guys wouldn't even know that.
Yeah, that's facts.
Y'all would have think Von literally called her and told her.
See, just like we said.
We would think that he was probably on his deathbed in the hospital.
That's
telling her that like all these guys are fake and they pretty much set me up. You know what I mean? Like that's how it was sounding.
Facts.
Wow. Wow. Any information about? I know it's super early, but still arrangements for maybe a homegoing service. Any way fans could pay their respects. Any way people could continue the legacy, and also just mourn together as a collective. Because a lot of people liked him, whether they were fans, friends, like family, whoever.
Right now, myself and my team are, reaching out to his mom, and all those things are getting processed. And when we do have more information, we'll definitely give it to the public, so his fans and his supporters and anyone who genuinely loved him could come and show their respect. And we can mourn together. And guys, just on the final say so, I'm not mad that the world is hurting, because we lost someone dearly. And you guys, and I don't know how impacted Von, I don't know how impactful Von was to certain individuals. And you guys could mourn, the family's mourning, we're mourning. I mean, I myself, not only mourning, been shot, going through all type of legal situations, just trying to figure it out. But I just want you guys to have the compassion to understand. And this is the whole point of me calling act. Like, there's a plenty times I could have called act on other speculations.
Yeah.
The only reason why I'm here, guys, is to let you guys know the way you guys are dragging the same people he lived and died with is not helping Von. Is not paying tributes to Von. If anything, if you guys are disrespecting the same guys he lived and stood and died for, how are you really mourning for him? How are you really bettering him going forward? How? Especially on a 3-4 second video camera angle. Come on, guys, let's do better than that, because these guys are literally hurting right now. They just lost someone past a brother. They just lost a provider. They just lost someone who was changing their whole life. You gotta remember, Dirk changed Von's life. Von was in the process of changing their lives. And it's not gonna stop. I know for a fact I'm gonna do everything in my power to keep this shit going. It's Get Back Gang forever. And the same guys you guys are dragging, I'd rather you guys come and support, because at the end of the day, these are the guys that's gonna keep his legacy going. Not Asian Dog, not his family, not to be rude. it's the same guys that have those O Block pieces on their neck. It's the same guys that was in the trenches with him. The same guys that was there when he was locked up. The same guys that was here at every show. The same guys that slept on the floor when it's 15 of them in one house because they didn't want to leave his side. It's the same people y'all dragging. These are not strangers. These are not friends that he met 3 months ago. These are people this man knew since what, 7 years old? Come on, bro. You really think from the whole drill era, from them losing, you know how much people they lost together? You know behind every O Block chain they have the death names of members that died. You guys probably don't know that. Behind every O Block chain, these guys share 3 to 4 people death that they have to live with for the rest of their life. Von just celebrated his best friend birthday on the 31st, the day he dropped his album, with the same guys. And you guys are going on the media dragging the same guys that hurting, that's going through the same stuff that we're going through. And you have no respect for anything else. All y'all see is a straight, yo, they fake, they snakes, they that, Asian dog coming left, family between this. Come on, man. Like I told from the very beginning, I'm not here to defend myself. I don't care about none of that shit. I'm here to defend Von legacy. I'm here to defend what he stands for and what he stand on. He stand on O Block. He stand on his guys. He stand on his family, which is the same people you guys dragging. So y'all not doing Von any justice by dragging these guys, bro. They're hurting right now. Y'all think y'all hurting? Y'all not hurting more than these guys, bro. They was there to physically see they main person, their provider, they childhood friend die for no reason. Couldn't do nothing about it.
That shit still sting.
And you guys have the audacity to try to make them look like the bad guy. At this point, bro, if you don't have anything to say positive about Von or his situations, just leave it alone because y'all wasn't there.
Facts.
He said a lot though.
Man, powerful. Listen, I'm glad you decided to speak out. It gave you gave me some clarity before, but I think this is gonna give much more clarity. And there's probably gonna still be people who are skeptical because again, when you're mourning and death sometimes is such a irrational thing, and circumstances around death. Because I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna listen to this and be like, nah, I know Von. Nah, Von wouldn't do that. Nah. And it's gonna not for everybody. What you're saying as a witness, as someone that was there, will be convincing, and also got shot behind it. People are gonna always go with the story that comforts their grief or their own thoughts. I think I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel Asian Doll is tweeting all that stuff out because she feels like I don't know how their relationship was, but maybe they could have been closer before. And maybe she could have been more involved in his life, at least right before then. And maybe that's how it's it's coming out because I seen she's tweeting stuff out like, hey, listen, yo, I wish I was there type of stuff, and that's why y'all, if you were a hood dude, you gotta have your girl there. And I'm like, she's feeling some guilt, but hopefully that guilt doesn't come in trying to make other people who had his best interest and also his safety and wanted to protect him. Make them look like the bad guy. You get me?
Yeah, no, for sure. And it's love. Asian Doll and Von really had a real relationship. It wasn't no internet relationship, and she's definitely hurt because Von loved her, truly loved Asian Doll, and Asian Doll truly loved Von. And I mean, no disrespect to Asian Doll. I mean, I know you're mourning, and we're mourning together, but it's not right what you're tweeting and what you're doing because you're not helping Von. You know what I'm saying? You're not by doing that. How are you helping someone by tarnishing what they stand for? That's the question I got for everybody. How are you helping the person that died legacy if you're tarnishing it? Especially on false accusations. And I'm not trying to put you out by the spiritual thing and you're speaking to them to the afterlife. Because hey, maybe you do have a superpower that you could speak to the dead. I'm not sure, but that's not facts. That's not proven facts. So don't start speculations that people could turn around and believe as facts when it's not. And to the family of Von, and sincerely, you know what I'm saying, I know what you guys going through. I can't imagine to lose. I lost my mother at an early age. I can't imagine what y'all going through to lose someone. But come on, guys, accusing his guys of stealing and doing this, that's not right. You guys, maybe you guys wouldn't know because you guys wasn't as close to his guys as he was, as we was. But all that is fake. All that is false. All that is speculations. What Vaughn stand on is the same thing those guys stand on, and those guys stand on that with me, and I'm not even as close to them as Vaughn was. So let's do better, guys, and long live King Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? Long live Louis. Long live Slutty. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate they lost their life in a crazy situation, but let's stop doing the blame game, please. Let's stop doing the blame game. It's not gonna help anybody. It's not gonna bring him back. Facts. Let's remember him for what he was, the best storytelling artist at all times. Facts. And a great musician and a real deal gangster that lived and died on what he stand on. Good or bad. Good or bad. He lived and stand on it. And I appreciate everyone for sending their condolences and checking on BJ. And I know the fans is picking their heroes. The guy in the white, he was there the whole time. The guys, all those guys did the same thing that he did, okay?
Who was the guy in the white?
What?
Okay.
All of them did the same thing he did. And if you could see on the camera, he even moved back when shots was getting fired. At one point, there was no one by Vaughn but so-and-so and Vaughn. Then everybody else came back once it dimmed down. Nobody else did nothing different. Please stop bashing everybody. Stop bashing the DJ. Yeah. Stop bashing people just because y'all want to feel pain. Y'all want to bring it upon them. Like, that's not right. That's not right, bro. For real.
No, 100%. Yeah, we're gonna leave it here. Listen, I'm again. Long live King Von. We're all mourning. Obviously, like, this isn't a time to compare who's mourning more, who's feeling what pain. We all loved tremendous artist, and for the people who are close to him, this is a different process. And again, I don't think no one ever gets used to death, man. I'm wishing you a speedy recovery, man. Like, again, hey,
I'm happy he's doing good.
Not all managers is moving around with artists, you know, like a lot of people, they're managers and they just kind of chill back and do the deals.
That is
like you're in a hot seat. I don't know if that changes your opinion on maybe moving around with artists as you have, but I'm glad you actually spoke and hopefully, hopefully we can have more conversations like this when it's appropriate. You know, I know fans got a million questions about Melly the Third. Obviously, you didn't ever feel it was appropriate that you should ever need to say or correct anything, and that's exactly why you haven't spoken on that. So, hey, we'll leave that as that as well. We'll definitely speak more, but for everybody who's watching, I think the message is loud and clear. Respect the people who are around them. Allow people to mourn, but also don't use your own mourning to just be a way to disseminate pure fiction. Okay? Any last words, my man?
Shit. Free my little brother Melly. He'll be home soon. Long live King Von. Long live Louis. Long live Slutty. And get back in forever.
That's facts.
All right, man. Definitely. All right. Listen, everybody, please, just show some support to the guys. And listen, that's a wrap.
You know what I want to address too, real quick? Like, this whole thing where when someone passed away and y'all disrespect the dead, I see a lot of that going on. I think we need to cancel that out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't care who died. Like, I think, and I feel it's a bunch of idiots on the internet, who have nothing to do and who don't understand what's going on, and y'all try to create this beef. I see that shit a lot.
Yeah, this is too crazy, man.
Y'all need to fall back on that. If someone passed away, show your respect and let it be that. You know?
But long live Vaughn, man.
Long live Vaughn. That's it.
We out.